Hello everybody, it's Kid Nigerian 12 here, and today we are I have a mini game in the making, I should say. But what was I was trying to turn off the clouds. Yeah, I have a mini game in the making. So basically what that means is like I'm working on this mini game basically, but it's not your average mini game because we have a combination of Rival Rebels along with the Lucky Block mod. So of course it gets kind of interesting there. So I'm gonna walk you through like the how I set it up and how it works. But basically, what I have these here is for like certain commands wherever we restart, clear inventory, heal, XP and stuff like that, just in case. But yeah, just ignore that. So essentially, what I started off with, I have this redstone back here, and basically, if you're wondering what all these do, this if you step on any of these pressure plates, it'll push that piston out and make it inevitable or unable for other people to step on the pressure plate. And it's all this red part is connected to this red part as well, right here. And so you get teleported here, go through a series of commands, blah blah blah, get teleported elsewhere. And back there is for when people run out of lives, which I'll get to later. But for now, we're just focusing on this part here. I'll get to it eventually, but yeah, that's basically how it is for everything. If you step on the blue, blue comes out. Step on the green, green comes out. Step on the yellow, yellow comes out. Vice versa, same thing. This mini game can be, excuse me, this mini game can be played up to 4 players. So yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm going to release it to the public only because one, it's not it's on a bucket server, and I have a lot of plugins that run with this. So as you can see, all these plugins that run with it to help, to essentially help facilitate the game. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. So since it's only one player right now, I'll see if I can get another one to actually demonstrate the gameplay. There's only one player now. I'm just gonna go ahead and step on the pressure plate. So once you step on there, you get 10 lucky blocks. Yay. And then as you can see on the right hand corner, my lives is at 8. And so, turn myself to survival. So basically what you have here is you have ender chests, which I have from the previous game I've played. I'm going to get rid of all this stuff because I don't need it. So let me just get rid of this real quickly. Okay, so yeah. And then you have this button down here that says to the shop. If you go there, as you can see, you have all sorts of items you can buy along with the 2 rival rebel guns and stuff, and some armor as well. Just a side note, this armor is not actually available. This is the armor in there because that was too OP and I can't break item frames because of what I said, and I'm not gonna reset it. And then you go back here. My item frames got destroyed, but I mean the arrows are pretty self-explanatory for what type of arrows there are. And you have also guns from the crack shop plugin, as well as money from the economy plugin. So in order to go back, you just click this button. Okay, and I just remembered that I never cleared the lucky block area from last game, so I'm probably gonna have to do that. But you're gonna see it's like, yeah, it's pretty, messed up from the last game. So let me just clear that real quick, and all right, hey, I'm back, and basically, I just kind of replaced everything here so that it got rid of all the lucky block chunks and stuff. But usually, when you press the button, you'll get spawned over here in your perspective area. Now, I'm opt right now, so I can't really demonstrate this, but you're not really allowed to PvP in here, if you know what I mean. But you can't like hit each other or whatever. So I mean, there's nothing stopping you from going over other people's sides, but you just can't hit them. So it's kind of a waste of time, if you ask me. And I don't know why I have that. So yeah, this is where you break your lucky blocks. Get whatever items you want. Put that back. /RB edit. Okay, put that back. So yeah, basically, I'm just gonna demonstrate this real quick, very quickly. Okay, that's a trick if you didn't know. That's how you glitch anvils. If you have a block, just place it right there, so you can like glitch out or whatever. If you didn't know that before. So yeah, learn something every day. I'm probably just gonna end up speeding through this. Mobs don't spawn in this region either, which is a blessing if you ask me. Or do they? I don't know for sure. I hope they don't, because that really suck. Dang. Well, I guess we'll just have to wait until this wears off. But yeah. So basically, what happens? You break your lucky blocks, and you can either go back to your barrack, which is where you started at, or you can go to the shop. I don't know if you can mine diamond with a gold pickaxe. Yeah, I didn't think so, because gold pickaxe sucks. But let me just get a. It doesn't even matter. Wait, can you mine iron with the? Damn it! I just messed up. Okay. You can't do that, by the way. If you get stuck in there, you're stuck. Dang, you can't mine nothing with a gold pickaxe. You learn something new every day. But yeah, you can go back to the shop, and you can sell whatever items you have. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to sell. So you can see the shop only takes certain items, and I have nothing. So yeah, this round I would be pretty screwed because I didn't get anything. So yeah, that's basically how you're supposed to do it. So let me just get rid of all of this really quick. And if you're wondering if this is how I did the first time, it's not. It's just I have one side to do, so it makes things a little bit easier. Wait, I never opened this chest? No. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and show you how to like sell your items and stuff. So that's all red wool. It's not really difficult. Yep, okay. So now I'm going back to the shop. So yes, I have diamonds and emeralds. I can sell my emeralds. And it says you'll have a certain amount. You can sell my diamonds, sell my iron, sell my gold, blah, blah, blah. And then if you do /bow, you'll see how much money you have. And you can buy stuff in here. But I'm not really here to, show you how to shop. Okay. So that's basically the lucky block part and the shop part. So here is where I have all the redstone set up for this mini game. I can go through all of this, but it would kind of be pointless. So I'm just going to turn on what's important. This is what's important. This right here is basically like it's a clock, and it's seeing when the person will reach 0 lives, and when that person reaches 0 lives, they're considered out. So yes, out 1. I have a score for out. If you know redstone and scoreboard objective and commands, then you have a pretty good understanding of this. If not, I would just skip to a different part. I'll have annotations to it as well. Now this clock right here is testing for deaths. So like if anybody dies, it'll activate this one, which will take away 1 life, reset their balance, and set their death score to 0 again. Because if you keep the death score at 0, it'll just keep taking away their lives. So if I demonstrate that. If you can see my lives on the right side of my screen go to 7, and then I get spawned back in here, and I get 10 more lucky blocks every time you die. So you get 80 lucky blocks, basically, plus 5 more for how many people you kill. So you get 5 lucky blocks per kill. So yeah, that's the can get rid of that. That's the death system right here. This is the lucky block system. So like if you get a kill, you'll get 5 lucky blocks. So yeah, it says give the nearest player with the score of kills, with the score of 1 kill, 5 lucky blocks, and then it just resets your kill score, so it doesn't go on and on. Now this feature right here is a clock, a timer basically. I have it measured in seconds and minutes. So basically, I think the math goes like there are a certain amount of ticks in a second. I think it's like what, 4? I don't know. I might be way off, but I know like this is all accurate and stuff. But to the best of my ability, it is. But yeah, basically this is a clock, and what this basically does is this adds seconds to that command block, And when that command block hits like 72 seconds over here, or 75, they'll activate this one. That, no, which one am I looking at? Yes, it'll activate this one. This one will get activated first, and this will add a minute, and it'll reset the seconds to 0. Right? Okay. So, and then once you have a minute of 2, this is gonna activate this command block, which will say all players will be teleported in 1 minute, because everybody gets teleported to the arena every 3 minutes. If that makes sense. So I kind of like that aspect of the game, because it's like it tests your luck. Honestly, it really does. So you can be doing so well, but be doing so bad at the same time. But what this is, what I just stepped on, it just shows number of deaths and who's out. But that's really irrelevant, because I could honestly make another objective called death, because like if you paid attention over here, it's not going to go up. It's going to keep resetting back to 0. So it'll say 1 death, 0 deaths, 1 death, 0 deaths. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much it. And let me see something real quick. Score players. No, not players. Objective set to play sidebar. Seconds. So hopefully I should get another minute. Then, yeah, see, all players will be teleported to the arena in 1 minute. And so when that hits 75 again, regardless of where you are, everybody will get teleported to the arena. Regardless, you can be in the shop, the lucky block breakage area, the blah blah blah, whatever. You could be in PvP already. You're getting teleported. There's no things about it, because like I made that feature so people can't like camp out and stuff if they're gonna die, and it makes the game a little bit more interesting as well. So yeah, let's just wait for that to teleport us, and then I'll just go ahead and continue on with my little thing. That clock needs to be on actually, so it can actually tell when we have the minutes. So if that wasn't on, that wouldn't have that wouldn't have communicated with the other command block saying, hey, we have 3 minutes, activate this. You know what I mean? Because that's good. I noticed that before it actually happened. So let me do that again. We should get teleported at any second now. Yep. Okay, so you get teleported to the same spot every time. So yeah, you get teleported to your arena, fight to the death, yeah, blah blah. So yeah, that's kind of it. I mean, if you really want to know what this does, this is basically just a score system, but I don't really want to go too in depth with that, but I will. So I mean, if anybody else who's just watching this and doesn't really care about this, you can kind of just end the video now, and yeah, I'll see you on my next one. But for other people who like are kind of interested in how I set this up, I'm gonna explain this to the best of my ability. So let me go ahead and start by turning this off. Next to reach, but it's gonna turn off eventually. Not if I put that right there. Okay, so yeah, put that right there. Put that right there. So basically what I have here is like, I have these clocks. And if you can see, they have all these dummy objectives, A, B, C, D. Now these dummy objectives, A, B, C, D, correspond to a player, red, green, blue, or yellow. Or in this case, if I go in order, red, blue, green, yellow. A is for red, B is for blue, C is for green, D is for yellow. Pretty basic, right? So what this is used for, actually, this is a clock that's testing for everybody who has a score of 1A, right? And if I'm explaining this correctly, then let me reset that since I'm done. But I'll explain that later too, but I'm all over the place, I'm sorry. But yeah, if I'm explaining this correctly, as you can see here, you get a score of A. That's basically the objective that's needed to announce the winner of the game and reset everything, basically. So I would have to now. Okay, here's blue. So as you can see, it has one with A1, B1, and then it just goes on and C blah, yeah, like that. If that makes any sense. So yeah, you have C, B, and A right here for 3 players, and if you have 4 players, you use all 4. But if you only have 2 to 3, you just use these 3 right here. So yeah, and the way I have this set up is that like the only way that this will activate that clock is if one player has a score of A1, B1, C1, or D1. That's the only way they're gonna be able to like actually get the objective, or not. What am I trying to say? That's the only way that it'll recognize it and start this clock up. So if I do scoreboard, objective satisfy sidebar A. That's wrong. Let me just reset that. Okay. Players. He said at. I don't even think it's gonna wreck. Oh, I'm about to say. Okay, back to what I was doing. I'm sorry for that. That just threw me off. But anyway, yeah. So I should probably turn this off so I can actually get my appropriate amount of lives. So yeah, let me go back to. Okay, so now if I warp SP and I click on blah, since there's nobody else here, it's gonna recognize me as only having 1 player, 1 minimum score of A, and when it does that, so like, if you can see my score of, no, actually that's wrong, I don't know why that's happening, this video is all messed up, because this keeps adding A to, I think I know why, because it's not adding it to, it's adding it to the not, because yeah, it's at a player, I don't have the A symbol right here, so yeah, I'm so sorry about that confusion. So I'll probably, let me go ahead and reset that again. Teleport that. Okay. So now I should have a score of A1. Yep, right there. And you see how it says that? Because I had a score of A1, and I was the only one with that score. So now if I come here, this adds the score of A and B, if that makes sense. So now I'm going to have 1 A objective, and I'm going to have 1 B objective. Scoreboard. As I said, is a board B. See? And it's not going to recognize it because 1 player has more than 1 objective. That makes sense. So if I do scoreboard, object, I have to get out of caps. Scoreboard, object, players, I'm sorry. Scoreboard players, set key 1912 A0, and I have B1. It's going to recognize that and say I won the game as well and clear all the inventories and do that good fun stuff. So yeah, I usually have this turned off and I don't turn it on until everybody's in the game, only because it makes it easier. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I didn't want this video to be too long, but I mean it kind of did. But yeah, I'm probably gonna end up coming out with some gameplay later on, but for now this is just like basic. So if you enjoyed this video, which I doubt like anyone will because this is so unorganized, but still, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe for more. I can definitely hook up some more mini games like this. It's actually pretty cool the way it's set up if you like play it. And then like they have these with the rifle rebel guns and the crack shot guns. It's pretty sick. Like if you actually play it, it's a lot of fun. And I was gonna say that as well. Like if you're interested in playing this game, just let me know and I'll exchange details with you and stuff, and then we can play if you want. But if not, I mean, still support will be nice. And I just ran on for like 5 minutes. That was not needed. But yeah, that's what.